interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you some breaking news today. Breaking Title IX news. This is Living Title IX with Betsy. That's me, and we have some big things to talk about today. So on January 9th, so Thursday of last week, a federal judge named Danny Clyde Reeves kind of made a big impact. He attempted to change the world, or at least the Title IX world, by vacating the 2024 Title IX regulations. And what the heck does vacating it mean, or a vacator? Wow, it's like a fancy legal term that actually isn't used all that often, And so what I want you to know is that a vacator is where a judge has the power to void a federal regulation, in this case, the Title IX regulations from 2024. The interesting thing here is that none of the states who were involved in the litigation in front of him actually were using the 2024 regulations. So he basically, in one fell swoop, impacted all of the 24 states who were using the 2024 regulations and said, nope, no more. Those don't exist anymore. We're not using them. And that is super complicated. There's actually a whole lot of debate around whether a judge can actually do that, but apparently, according to administrative law, they can. So it's just a really big, impactful decision by one judge out of the Eastern District of Kentucky. So a couple of things. What does that mean for you, and what should you do, especially if you're in one of those 2024 states? First and foremost, let's just take a deep breath, or a few deep breaths. Breathe in for 3 and out for 3, and then think, okay, I can do this, because you can do this. And while this judgment happened very, very quickly, we understand, and hopefully the courts understand, that you can't move at quite the same speed. So I want you to go back and pull out those 2020 regulations. You should already have a policy for 2020 because we were using it up until 2024. So pull that out and get it ready to implement and put in place. Give yourself a minute to have a look, make sure that that policy is actually applicable and that you are able to still use that, any changes that you might need to make with who your coordinator is, those types of things. And then let's start there. And after that, after you get that in place and start rolling, we want you to consider how can you best update that 2020 policy to make it a little bit more user-friendly and also incorporate some of those things that we might consider best practices that will no longer be required, but are certainly positive things, like the barriers to reporting and things like that we had in those 2024 regulations. So first and foremost, pull out your 2020, get something in place. Second, we want you to start preparing and thinking about how you can make that better in the time moving forward. And we are here to absolutely help you with that. We want to make sure that we are ready at ICS to provide you with the best policies possible. So lots to come on that. Another quick update, Courtney will be doing the look back at 2024, which is going to include some of these 2025 updates. That's coming up on January 21st. So make sure to register for that. You can go to our website, icslawyer.com, and register there. All right, last thing for today, because today's episode was actually supposed to be about stalking, but we had this breaking news. So as a reminder, January is Stalking Awareness Month, so make sure that you are putting out those awareness campaigns. And January the 18th is Stalking Day of Awareness, or Day of Action, actually, Stalking Day of Action. So make sure that you do something big on your campus on that day, or at least send out a little note. Drink some coffee, have a mug. We are sharing our awesome mugshot this week, and we want you to remember that if you comment mugshot on LinkedIn or on our YouTube page or on any of our socials, we will actually send you a mug, and we would love to see an awesome picture of you or your Title IX team or your campus or something with our mug. So we'd love to share with you. Finally, I forgot to do this last week, so I must do it today. Laugh at yourself, support each other, and celebrate those small victories. You have got this.